Thank you. I'd first like to welcome everyone here today. My name is Jason McElhenney. I'm honored to serve as the board president for the 27J Capital Facility Fee Foundation. I'm also a city councilman at large for the city of Commerce City and a father of a 27J student. We're here today to honor home builder D.R. Horton, a longstanding participant and supporter of the 27J Capital Facility Fee Foundation. Before I begin, I'd like to introduce a number of special guests that are in attendance here today. My fellow elected officials, Brighton Mayor Dick McLean, Commerce City's Mayor Pro Tem Renee Bullock, Superintendent of Schools Dr. Chris Fidler, 27J School Board President Patrick Day, fellow school board members and Capital Facility Fee Foundation board members Berta Timmick, Michael Landwehr, and Patrick Day. D.R. Horton, our special guests today, we have Jeff Coltieri, Peyton Forney, Brandy Pietrocovo, Cameron McDonald, and Rick Ellingson. The Capital Facility Fee Foundation was established to address the financial shortfall between the school district's bonding capacity and capital construction needs. Contributions, fees, are intended to be fair, reasonable, and uniformly applied. As a public-private partnership, the foundation requires community to support an issuance of bonds, school district support in the development of fiscally responsible methods for providing new school capacity, voluntary contributions from home builders to fill a defined capital facility funding shortfall, and municipal and county support by strongly encouraging participation when approving subdivisions and issuing building permits. We must remember that while we believe developers may have a moral or ethical obligation to mitigate the impacts of development on school facilities, they have no legal obligation to do so. However, our experience and logic tells us that private sector support is critical to the success of the program and our growing communities. That said, absolute compliance to a voluntary fee program is difficult to achieve, and inconsistent or haphazard compliance could easily destroy the program. With the support of developers through these voluntary fees, and the community through the approval of regular bond elections, we will be far more able to continue to provide high-quality school facilities as they're needed. It's important to note why what D.R. Horton has done is important. D.R. Horton and its predecessor, Melody Homes, were one of the first builders to commit to supporting School District 27J through the foundation. They've helped to shape some of our earliest processes and have been a strong supporter of the foundation since 2001. Since that time, D.R. Horton has become the foundation's single largest contributor, donating a combined total of $2.5 million from their subdivisions across District 27J to help build new schools. But D.R. Horton is also being honored today because they have consistently believed that they build community, not just subdivisions, and that good schools in 27J build good community. What we're doing here is important. We've chosen to recognize D.R. Horton in this way because of what they stand for. Their actions in particular, because during the recession, when other builders chose to discontinue their support for the foundation, they stood up and said, "We will lead the way because we believe it's the right thing to do." Not only have they contributed financially, but Vice President Jeff Coltieri has been serving on the board of the foundation for the last 2 years. A second reason for making this presentation here is to let potential home buyers know that of all their choices in the marketplace of comparing similar products at similar prices, this builder financially supports 27J schools. I'd now like to introduce Dr. Chris Fidler. Chris, if you'd like to make a few comments on why this foundation and why D.R. Horton's participation is so important for the district.
I'm prepared to do that. Thank you. All right, since its inception, over 16,000 new homes have been constructed within the boundaries of School District 27J. 60,000 more homes are planned in the future. Since 2001, enrollment in 27J schools has increased by over 11,000 students, or over 162%. District 27J continues to be the fastest growing school district in the state of Colorado. Due to the affordability of new homes and access to major transportation networks, the areas of Brighton, the northern range of Commerce City, and eastern Thornton are attractive to families with young children. To serve those new students, we have built 5.5 new elementary schools, 2 new middle schools, and 1 new high school and several portable classrooms at a total cost of $178 million. To that cost, participating builders have contributed over $10.6 million, of which nearly 100% have helped relieve taxpayer burden to build those schools. We are grateful for the builders, developers, and municipal support we have received over the last 13 years. We are especially thankful to D.R. Horton's faithful support for 27J. And as Jason mentioned, even when things were tough, they stuck with us.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Butler. So D.R. Horton is building in communities in Brighton, Commerce City, Thornton, and Aurora. We're making this presentation here in Brighton today, in part because the City of Brighton has been a significant supporter of this foundation, making sure that builders in their jurisdiction do their part to support 27J schools through participation in the foundation. I will note and emphasize that point. Brighton actually ensures that builders are signed on to the foundation and paying their fees before they issue a building permit. So that's an incredible level of commitment from Brighton. We thank them for that added level of support. As I mentioned earlier, and this is a direct quote from Jeff, and I've heard him say it in our foundation meetings, D.R. Horton does not just build the subdivisions, they build communities. And we all know that good schools build good communities. And so with this sign, we want to help demonstrate D.R. Horton's active role in building community and make sure that new home buyers are aware of D.R. Horton's commitment to supporting 27J schools. D.R. Horton will be receiving 3 additional signs for display in their communities in Commerce City, Thornton, and Aurora. We'd now like to offer Jeff an opportunity to make any comments.
Well, I just want to say thank you for everybody that came out here today. We at D.R. Horton do believe it's more than just selling and building homes. It is about community. And we believe also that the school district is the huge part of that community. And if D.R. Horton supports the school district, that supports the community, and in turn, we support our home sales and our home buyers. So we appreciate everybody's kind words, and we do believe it's all about community. Thank you.
Come on, Jeff. That's nice and soft. I checked earlier.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Incognito. Good smiles.
Say
One more. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.